Hello, and welcome to my channel where we may be dazed, but we are not confused. Habari, gani. Kuumba. Kuumba means creativity. So, creativity is the sixth of the 7 principles of Kwanzaa, and this speaks to the idea of using your originality, allowing your light to shine, and creating things that will leave your community and the people that have been around you feeling better for having been exposed to the thing that you've created. So we are all creators. We're all constantly making things, whether we're aware of it or not. This is not just making things with your hands and making art or, writing stories or singing or so on. It's even in our lives. Our life is one huge creation that we're making every day, that we wake up and we take actions and we do things. Sometimes we do it unconsciously. But what this is asking us to do is to really focus on what it is that we're bringing forth, and to try to connect deeply with that light within us, that thing that's within us that wants to be expressed and created on this earth, because it's a part of a puzzle, and when it comes together, it almost has a restorative quality to it, because it will manifest itself as this magnum opus of the individuals that come together to do this. All right. I can't help but notice that the symbol for creativity is a Dogon symbol. And if you haven't had a chance to do some research on that, it's definitely worth it. And it looks like a star, and people, say we all come from stars. You have people that identify as star seeds. And this is saying to me that it's so important that you connect with the thing that's within you that wants to be expressed. There's another quote that says that if you bring forth what is within you, then what is within you will save you. If you don't bring forth what is within you, then what is within you will destroy you. So let's get some cards and get some messages on creativity. All right, so I feel as if there could be the energy of not getting what one wants. There could be a sense of feeling kind of resentful because there's this urge and this need to express or create something, but then not either not being able to do it, or doing it and then getting something that is not in alignment with what it is that you were wanting to have come forth. All right, let me get another message to elaborate on that. Oh, the face. Ooh. And flexible. Okay, so this is saying that when you're in the process of creating things, it's important to not be rigid and inflexible in what comes forth, because all artists know that when they're making things, that sometimes the best creations they have were actually mistakes, or they weren't quite what they were trying to exactly make, but it came out better than what they were trying to do because they went with it. They recognized that, that's just how this came out. There's this element of fate to it. And so they kind of work with it. They kind of add a little bit here, add a little bit there. And then voila, you've got this other beautiful thing. And the key with that is to be flexible in that. And what ends up coming forth is it's still an expression of what was within you, but it's something that your eyes hadn't really even seen. It had to actually come out into the material and come out before you so that you could really fully see it. So maybe you couldn't get a clear image of what that thing was until it started to come forward. And as it was coming out, you were judging it. And as you're judging it, you're blocking it, and you're taking on an attitude about it, and you're blocking it from being what it is that you wanted, what you didn't realize that you wanted. And you're not allowing it to fully express itself, and just be what it is. But if you allow it to come all the way forth, then and exercise a bit of restraint and some flexibility, then you'll be pleasantly surprised at the beauty of that thing and the impact that it has on you and on the people around you. All right. I feel like this is really important, especially if you're going through times where you may not be feeling very abundant. You may not be feeling very like there's a lot of opportunities that are available. Sometimes when certain things, we have this ebb and flow of this tide that comes in and goes out. When it's low tide, sometimes all that you can do when things are not there is like you have to really rely on your own creativity and make sure that you are being authentic and doing what it is that you're supposed to do, because that will put you in alignment with where you need to be at. All right. So that regardless of what's going on, whether times are prosperous or not, you're still doing well because you are a creator. You're creating opportunities. You don't have to wait for opportunities to come in because you're creating them just by being in the flow of what you're supposed to be doing. And then you create that for others. If you're dependent upon this tide that's kind of created by somebody else, then you're waiting for somebody else who is accessing their ability to create and be in connection with that to determine whether or not you do that. And everybody's responsible for themselves in that regard, okay? Let's get another card. Ooh, is this making sense? I don't even really know, but I hope it is. Okay. Valiant courage. Okay, take action with passion. Sometimes it can be difficult to step outside of your box. This came in the reverse. It can be difficult to come outside of your box and take a step to expose yourself in such a vulnerable way of allowing that part of you to come forth. It's so much easier to wear a mask and kind of look like or blend in with other people, because even if you are not received very well, it doesn't matter because you're still safe and tucked away. That nugget, that kernel of who you really are is still tucked away and nobody really knows what that is. But it takes some courage to let that part come out and then let that be subject to whatever. I feel as if it's almost like when you have a baby that's born too, usually the baby is kind of protected for at least a week or so. You don't just let people hold it and, even though it's cute and everybody wants to see it, you don't do that because you don't want the baby to get sick, and you just want to be extra protective until it's strong enough to kind of withstand that kind of exposure. And I feel like it's the same thing with yourself. You might need to be gentle with yourself and give yourself some space and time to kind of, dry off after hatching out of your egg. So before exposing yourself in such a way. Okay. Creativity. Ooh, I'm also getting release resentments about money. So this is saying that if you were holding back from really connecting with yourself to try to add to things around you or make things more beautiful than it was, because you just felt like you were stuck in the humdrum of just trying to get a dollar or get your salary or go get this or do what you have to do because you've got to get this. This is saying to release your resentment about money so that you can more closely connect with the energy of your creativity, where you are creating and making things better. You're making things more beautiful, having the courage to come outside of your box and dare to care and try to do more for yourself. I go against that grain of everything having to be about this fiat currency. And what this shift does is it opens up opportunities for you, because it puts you into the frequency of being able to call in the types of things that you need. So because you are in alignment with that energy, then everything else that you need is going to come to you. This connects with that waves of prosperity that we were talking about earlier as well. Okay. Okay, yeah, I think that's all we're gonna pull for now, right? Okay, so now, right, that's the video message that I have for you. I hope that was helpful. Thank you for joining me on this channel where we may be dazed, but we are not confused. And until the next video, bye-bye.